13 Reasons Why is the controversial and harrowing story that has been adapted from the novel onto a Netflix original series. I say harrowing because it starts with one of the main characters having already ended her life, and she has left some cassette tapes, 7 cassette tapes, with the explanation, the 13 reasons as to why she's taken her life. This ranges from photographs that were taken and spread around about her to the point that I've currently got up to in the series of a poem that she wrote that was very personal being published by one of the people that she feels is responsible for her having decided to take her life. I'm only on episode 8 at the moment, and there are 13 episodes. Obviously, one reason per episode, so one reason per side of the tape. This was something that I haven't gone into lightly because I've got some personal things that have been going on, which means that this was going to be an even more difficult program for me to watch. It is adapted from a book. The name of the author is currently slipped my mind, despite the fact that I have been looking online constantly to seek out information, doing research, but that particular author's name has slipped my mind at the moment, so if you do know, if you can remind me in the comments section. I feel that the way that the adaptation is coming over compared to the bits of information that I found online about how the characters come over in the book, specifically the depiction of the character in the book, whose name is Hannah Baker. Apparently she doesn't come over as quite as a sympathetic character in the book as she has come over in the TV series, the Netflix original TV series. Suicide is something that I've obviously covered recently in my game videos, which is why I'm uploading this video on this channel. I am aware of people that have had suicidal thoughts, especially the young. This series is based in America, and the school system, I believe, is somewhat dissimilar to ours. They appear to go. Our school system seems to be becoming a little bit more in line with how things work in America, whereby children are going to school up until they're 18 now, rather than leaving at 16. So the book and the TV show both started off with the characters being 16 years of age, so obviously starting what I think would have been our lower sixth when I was in school, and it progresses over the course of time, so went from it being 16, 17, unfortunately she doesn't make it to being 18, I don't think, and the reasons for this are portrayed throughout each episode. As I said, I'm at episode 8, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, got about 4 or 5 to go. I have actually read up a little bit into the future of what the episodes are going to be, so I know how it's increasing over time. The portrayal of one of the other male characters, the TV show is actually depicted through the eyes and ears of Clay Jensen, who was the unrequited love. He slowly fell in love with Hannah Baker over the course of the books, I believe, and over the course of the series he slowly fell in love with her, but everything that's happened to her through her interactions with other males who were at the school and the way that they treated her and stuff obviously meant that led to her suicide, and to them never actually getting together in the end. The other character that's important is a character called Tony, who obviously Hannah trusted to leave these tapes with, and these tapes were passed from Tony to Clay Jensen for him to listen to. Clay obviously finds it difficult to listen to the tapes. Having been watching the programme since last night, I watched 5 episodes last night and I've started again tonight. I have found it emotional. I am, because of the things that I'm experiencing myself, because of my mental health and stuff. Obviously I can empathise and sympathise, as shocking as some people might find that. I know the experience of high school as a British woman who went to high school here. I know that experience of what it's like to be mistreated by your fellow students in school, and the way that she is shamed repeatedly and has her privacy invaded by a poem being published in the school's magazine, and the fact that at one point she was even stalked by the school's photographer, who was obviously fascinated with her, obsessed with her in some way. Maybe he proclaims in the episode that he was in love with her, which is why he would have been taking the candid shots that he did, which was a violation of her privacy. I do apologise that I haven't given a spoiler warning for this, but it is a very harrowing, deeply disturbing topic and very controversial. The way that it is handled isn't to everybody's taste. There's been some criticism of how it was handled, possibly more to do with the book than the TV show. It's been proclaimed quite good characterization, the sympathy, how you can feel empathy and emotion for the character by seeing it portrayed on the screen. I know I don't sound very emotional. I'm trying to keep my emotions out of it, because this is kind of a review, which isn't going on my Magic Reviews channel, it's going on my main channel, because obviously I've been highlighting to do with suicide and self-harm and stuff like that recently on Nick Buzzing Vlog, so I wanted to do this. If you do feel able to handle watching this series, as I've said twice now or 3 times, it is harrowing, it is disturbing, it is controversial, but I feel that how it's coming across and how it's left those that were left behind feeling, it is something that we need to continue to have highlighted through programs like this, as disturbing as it might be, getting it out there that help is available. As it turns out, the school counsellors may not have actually been that helpful to Hannah. Specifically one counsellor didn't turn out to be all that helpful to Hannah, but in the long run, if you've got a teacher or somebody that you feel you can trust to talk to, if you don't feel you can talk to a parent or a sibling or something like that, if you've got an adult that you know you can trust, or anybody that you know you can trust, if you've watched this programme and you've ever experienced any of the feelings that Hannah Baker ended up feeling, that she took her own life. I'm not going to go into the details that I already know from the programme if you haven't read the book. The way that she takes her life in the book is different to how she takes her life in the TV programme, in the Netflix series. So it is more harrowing a description as how she took her life in the TV show than in the book. In the book, I believe that the way she took her life is the way that statistically women do generally tend to take their life in that way rather than the way that she took her life in the TV show. So please be prepared for the fact that it's different from the book if you haven't already seen the TV series, the Netflix series should I say, because it is different. And if you've ever self-harmed, etc. in a particular way, then this series is definitely not for you. But I'm good to go now and edit and upload this. If you like what I've been trying to do with the more serious topics, I'm going to try to work out how to put things into particular playlists, so like serious topics, fun topics, travel topics, so that you can pick which kind of videos you want to watch. Please leave your suggestions for book reviews in the comment section on the book reviews on Magic Reviews, or if you're on my like pages, Magic Reviews and Buzzing Vlogs like pages on Facebook, leave suggestions in there. If you're a friend and you've got any books that you'd like me to read and review, I can do that. And please share on Twitter and Facebook, and I will see you again probably very soon because I've been uploading quite a bit recently. But I had to catch up somehow. It's been a very hot day today, so I'm going to go back to watching 13 Reasons Why, and I will say goodbye for now. Bye bye.